What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. Today we're going to go over a day trading recap. It's a home run day. Check it out. All right, guys, so today actually starts off yesterday. Yesterday, if you saw my recap, it was a very frustrating type of day. No harm, no foul, because I didn't make or lose any money, but it was a very frustrating day. However, I did enter a swing trade towards the end of the day. We're going to cover that here today, go over what that was. Then we're going to go over today's day trade, which was on the same stock itself. All right, so I closed off a swing trade at the bell, entered a day trade a few minutes later. All in all, it's a very nice home run day. And this is how it is, right? If you're patient enough, you can attack on the days that you have conviction, and on the days that you're like, you just sit on your hands and watch and let it go by, right? And rather be safe than sorry and attack strong on the strong days. So that's what I exercise today. We're going to go over those charts, the trade ideas behind them, and also a very, very important lesson that while the analysis on the chart was correct, the outcome of the chart went the other way on me. I was not in on the trade. I was actually waiting for a pullback that never came. But if you put me in a time machine and take me back, I'd do the same thing again, because this is how it would work out, and it would not do what it did. It completely did the opposite, but we'll go over that in the chart later on here in the video. Before we move further, do me a quick favor, smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and check out the daytraderchatroom.com. I'll leave a link in the description and comment section where you can come join us for free on Mondays. Now let's go ahead and jump into the charts.
All right, guys, let's jump into this recap here. This recap on the day. It's going to cover the swing trade from Tesla overnight, along with the day trade on Tesla as well. And yesterday's swing trade, I got into it. So I got into that swing trade yesterday in here, and what I did was I picked up some calls. Tesla July 2nd call option, 660 strike, July 2nd expiration, 1775 entry, and I was going to stop out if Tesla broke under 650. However, right before the close, the SPY did that and went down to make new lows on the day, and it spooked me. So I sold out pretty much all my calls that I had on that swing trade, which sucks because it would have been a humongous day today. Because what did Tesla do today? Boom, big old gap up. So this morning, my one remaining call that I had, took it off at the bell at $30.50. Okay, $30.50. So, monster winner, right? But could have been huge. So, all good. Right out the bell here, I took it off on this candle here. The very first 3-minute candle right there before we dropped. Now, Tesla's still squeezing higher. Now, as far as the day trade goes, this morning, we saw Tesla holding right here, this 670 area, which coincides, with that line we drew in pre-market right here around 670. So not only was it 670 from the daily chart, but we also had a hold of VWAP and that 23.6 Fibonacci level. So right in here, I got long some call options. And let me just go over here really quickly to my alerts. Long Tesla July 2nd, again, the same next week, Friday's expiration. 680 strike. Next week, Friday's expiration. And my initial entry, I market ordered in. I actually got a 1985 fill. I added as we began to squeeze at 2015. And then I immediately put out a profit, an order on the ask, and got that one filled right in here on that squeeze to a new high. Got that one filled on the ask at 22 bucks. And then we kind of just, it looked, I don't know, it just looked bad. It looked ugly, and it just bang. It rejected that high kind of harshly. I didn't like it, so I stopped out of it. That high went from 680 all the way back down to 676. And, 680 was one of my profit targets. Okay, here, it's right here, some of these tops in here on the daily chart. And I just took one profit off there, and it got slammed back down. I didn't like it, so I stopped out of the rest. Still at profit, I closed off the rest at 21.22, so still pulled out $1 profit, over $1 profit on those. But whatever, that wasn't the trade on that. The first take profit was planned. The second, I guess I just kind of got spooked on it and stopped out of it right there. And then I said, well, I'm going to wait and see if Tesla gives me a new setup here, maybe pulls back. So in here on this pullback, I was looking for a pullback down to VWAP. It didn't pull back to VWAP. It just pulled back here to 677, and it never looked back. I was really looking for that quick little test of like 676, 675, preferably even 676, and get that bounce and see if we can get that move. But that thing just didn't pull back for me, and all it did was go straight up right from there, and it just rode that 9 AMA the whole time. So it's one of those things where you're just gonna have to say it is what it is. Can't get too upset. Already booked a really nice profit on the day between the swing trade and that small day trade, so we'll go ahead and just chalk it up to a very, very nice home run green day. And tomorrow's a new day, or maybe later on this afternoon. It's 11:21 a.m. So what I'd like to see out of Tesla is maybe a pullback back down here to this zone, and consolidate here. Maybe consolidate 680s, 685, and maybe it'll set up for the afternoon. In the meanwhile, the small cap stocks weren't doing much. They just not much. This DBGI, some sort of pump and dump here, that's kind of holding up a little bit. Had some fluff news there. That's about it on those. Now, one thing on Tesla that kept me waiting for that pullback was when I looked at this 15-minute chart. This 15-minute chart told me we were going to pull back, although it lied to me. It's a liar. The reality is I still, if you reverse me, if you put me in a time machine, send me back, I would still do the same thing. Why? Okay, we're continuously pushing higher, and the volume is continuously decreasing. It was continuously decreasing the whole time up until just now, where we had a little pop in volume. But up until right here, we were continuously decreasing volume. Smaller, 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 even smaller. And that one right there, even smaller, coincides with a doji candle. Now, a doji candle by itself isn't enough for me to have conviction on a trade or to make a decision. However, when I couple that doji candle right there in front of 690, which is resistance on the daily chart, and decreasing volume, especially the smallest volume bar here of the day on that doji candle. Okay, the circle will not cooperate with me. Okay, it's telling me we're going to pull back. So right here, I was waiting for and expecting for a pullback into VWAP. But no, nothing. It just went. All at the same time, you had what? The SPY making a push as well right in here, and then see, just chop. So Tesla obviously right now has oh my god, what's the word? God, I'm gonna have to edit so much now in this video. Tesla now has guys, what's the word I'm looking for here? Drawing a blank. When you have that disconnect there between relative, it has relative strength. So Tesla now has relative strength compared to that of the SPY. But still, like I said, if you put me in a time machine and you put me here again, I'm going to think we're going to pull back. Again, not just because of the doji, but because of the overall environment. We have decreasing volume on a doji in front of resistance. That to me was pullback time. It didn't come, it just went, and here we are here, new highs of day, 691. Those calls are now going off at $30.20. That was the last trade on those. So, ouch. But hey, it is what it is. Money has been made. We've done what 90% of traders cannot do. So we'll go ahead, book those profits, And the team as a whole did very well today. If you come on over here to the dashboard, you scroll down, team accuracy as of yesterday, Joel has not updated this yet. Team accuracy as of yesterday, since launch date, looks like this for a reason. So continue to be disciplined. Sometimes discipline costs us a little money. Sometimes discipline, most of the time, saves us an amazing amount of money. So I'll go ahead and continue to be disciplined. All right, so that's going to.
Well, guys, that's it. That's the end of the trading day for me. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you traded today. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Smash that like button, and I'll catch you on the next one.